Good morning. It is very early on a Monday morning and I am just getting ready for work. And I thought I would show you the new Beauty Counter mascara and cream eyeshadow. I've also prepared my coffee in my grateful mug that my girlfriend Jen got for me. I love this little cup. It's purity coffee with butter, grass-fed butter, and MCT oil in it. Purity coffee is really good, by the way. It doesn't have any of the chemicals in it that coffee normally does, especially if you drink decaf. Decaf is like super chemical laden. So let me get a sip of this. I'm gonna try to stay on task here. I'm not doing particularly well so far. Gonna give it a shot. Okay, so the Beauty Counter cream eyeshadow, so delightful. First thing I want to talk about is just packaging. So Beauty Counter has a goal of becoming of transitioning all of their products to sustainable packaging by 2030, I think it is, which is a huge accomplishment. It's very difficult actually to produce sustainable packaging. So what I mean by sustainable packaging is like it's recyclable, it's even compostable, or it's made from recycled products. So this cream eyeshadow comes in a glass bottle. So obviously that can be recycled a lot more easily than plastic, or maybe it's not obvious at all, actually. I've just been studying this a lot lately, and recycling is such actually a complex topic, especially when it comes to any kind of personal care products. They're actually very difficult to recycle, and it's difficult actually for companies to make packaging that can be recycled because so many of the components are so small. So the cream eyeshadow was completely redesigned by Beauty Counter so that it doesn't have talc in it, which is a really big deal. Talc has been found to have a lot of negative health ramifications, and especially people who have sensitive eyes. Talc can be super irritating. In addition, a lot of those powder eyeshadows have heavy metals in them. So, and I mean, we could have like an hour-long conversation about heavy metals, but heavy metals are definitely something that everybody to some extent struggles with. You know, I mean, if you eat a lot of like spinach and kale and tuna, all the things that I love to eat, it can be pretty problematic for heavy metals. But being aware of what you're putting on your skin is really important for your health, because our skin absorbs everything that we put on it, and especially the eyes. You know, they're so sensitive, and the skin is so thin. So there's a much smaller barrier, if you will, to absorbing all these things. So this goes on like cream. It's so fantastic. It's super easy to apply. I really like this color. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to get the light here. How's that? It's like a nice little shimmery pink color. Just easy for day to day. You know, it doesn't have a big dramatic look to it. Okay, mascara. So this has been manufactured with about 30% recycled materials, so that's exciting. And again, you know, they're working on continuing to produce products that have more and more recycled materials in them, or at least easier to recycle. So this mascara, for those of you who have read my Clean Beauty newsletter that I send out about every month, you know that I was not a fan of Beauty Counter's old mascara. So I was recommending to people that they buy Well People instead. And I still love Well People. And the way you spell that is W, and then it's actually the number 3, LL, People. Unfortunately, though, I'm having a pretty difficult time finding that Well People mascara. And so anyways, I'm thrilled that that I love the new Beauty Counter mascara as much as I do. So a couple of things to know about this. It has additional ingredients in it that actually help to build the eyelashes up. So it helps to hydrate the eyelashes so that they get fuller and longer. And that's a pretty unique characteristic for this mascara. And, you know, most mascaras will dry out your eyelashes. And so therefore, you know, just like your hair, if you don't condition your hair, it tends to break off. It looks a little bit, you know, shaggier. My hair is not a really great example of that today. I'm definitely sporting a shaggy look today. Anyways, trying to stay on topic. Okay. Mascara. So it's got some really good moisturizing qualities to it, so it really helps to build those eyelashes up. Now the other thing, more importantly, again, is for your health. So a lot of mascaras are made with parabens, BHT, other chemicals that have been found to be to have negative health effects. So this mascara, it has been verified by the Environmental Working Group. If you're not familiar with the Environmental Working Group, I would certainly encourage you to check them out. They are a nonprofit organization that works with lawyers, doctors, scientists, to be really educating consumers on chemicals in their environment. And they have an entire database specifically dedicated to skincare products. And so to be verified by the Environmental Working Group is a pretty incredible benchmark. It's hard actually to reach that benchmark. So anyways, this stuff is not going to mess up your hormones. How about that? Okay, here we go. I'm going to use you as a little mirror. So what I also like about this mascara, which is kind of unusual, is that it goes on really light initially, which is nice because then you can build it, which I'm going to show you how I do that. So I go for an initial sweep. And I just did one of my dear clients, I just did her makeup for her graduation pictures, and we used this mascara. And it was so amazing how big and full her eyelashes got. I used to be an esthetician long ago and used to do people's makeup. Feels like another lifetime ago because it was. So try to blow it by bubbling up your lips. How about that? So give it a few minutes to dry. I'm not going to do that for the sake of this video, but and then you can add a second layer. And there's no clumping going on. I love that. A lot of times when you try to layer on mascara, you know, do a couple of coats, it, check that out. Ooh, yeah. Loving the eyelashes. A lot of times when you do a second coat, it starts to, like with other mascaras, it'll look like spidery and like freaky. That does not happen here when we put 2 coats on this. So it's nice and layered, buildable. And this mascara was actually designed to be waterproof. They backed off on that label because it sounds like some people have experienced a little bit of smudging. But it actually, you know, in terms of industry standards for waterproof, it does meet the industry standards for waterproof mascara. But, you know, part of the reason I love Beauty Counter is because they are so honest and diligent about their products, and they have had some reports of it smudging a little bit, and so they don't want to give that waterproof label to it when they don't feel like it's really hitting all of those benchmarks. But I have not had it smudge. What I have had it do though is like it'll come up on like the top of my brow bone here and smudge there. And the reason for that is because the way to get this mascara off is with oil. And so if you have any kind of oil on your brow bone, if you tend to have oilier skin, then you might have a little bit of smudging, but it hasn't been that significant for me. So there they are. There are those eyelashes. Getting this mascara off. That's the one thing that I'm not a super fan of. But there again, you know, that's kind of the way it goes with mascaras that are waterproof. You know, you trade one thing for another. So the Well People mascara, you know, just like totally washes off because it's not waterproof. But this mascara, you definitely need to use, you know, some sort of eye makeup remover, which Beauty Counter sells, and actually they sell it in a bundle where you can buy the mascara and the eye makeup remover for 15% off. They also have a bundle with the mascara and the lip gloss, which I love. I wear this stuff like it's going out of style. It is so delightful, so much so that I think I'm almost out. This is like my favorite product. Love it. That's right. I'm trying to stay focused here. Okay. Taking this mascara off. You could use the eye makeup remover, or you could use any kind of oil. I will put castor oil on my eyelashes and my eyebrows, and I can use that to take the mascara off as well. Castor oil is really hydrating for your hair. So it's great to use on eyelashes and eyebrows. What I find is the castor oil is sometimes not quite enough, so you might have to bring in another oil on top of that. I actually use my Counter Time cleansing oil to kind of initiate taking the mascara off, and then I finish with the castor oil. So if you don't want to buy the eye makeup remover, that could be a nice option. All right, so grateful for you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.